I wanted to explain this for you, and I'm going to record myself just a little bit so that I can share it with my staff so that when they're talking to inspectors, they can convey this to you. So
You sound like me. I do the same stuff. It's all good.
So you have a $2,400 quote from me because you use our Platinum Roof Leak Protection Plan. You have the full package, and it's $1,000 base. It's $200 per inspector per year. You'll be at $2,400 total. And if you get more inspectors between now and the end of the year, you will not be billed more. Okay, so just keep it rolling. Your other quote is for how much?
It's about 7,400 for the same period.
$7,400, and you've had no claims in your entire history. And why is that, you think?
It's just a way for the man to keep making his money.
No, I meant why you haven't had any claims. It's because you make.
Why haven't we had any claims? Because we do a good job. We're crooked. I mean, we're super focused on making sure that we document everything. We do a lot of videos that actually protect us and the client because we only document the flaws in the report, but during the inspection we do videos and still photographs of everything that we inspected. So we have a reference catalog of documents. So if somebody says, "Oh, you missed this water leak," and we do thermal imaging on every report. So those, I think, help us to limit liability.
Let me give you another reason, a couple of reasons, and you tell me how much sense this makes to you. Number one, you take care of your business diligently. If you miss something and somebody's going nutso on you, or it's just time to make a business decision, what do? You pull out your checkbook and you write a check, right?
Yeah, I mean, we never point to the contract and the liability of that. We just try to do right by the client and provide, exceptional customer service, because at the end of the day, the agent is the one that you're really protecting the relationship because they're your referral source. So you spend, whatever you need to do really within reason to protect that.
Right.
And that can involve, writing some checks.
Let me add a second thing to this. How long have you been using our warranties in your inspection business?
Since the very first day in Denver, so, going on 6 years.
Right. And if you were to look at 100 home inspection companies and you saw 20 of them were utilizing warranties, it's a pretty good indicator that they care a lot about their clients and are going to take care of them if they do that, right?
I would agree.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, for any nuisance claims, things that are under, $10,000, there's going to be warranty coverage on those things. So we don't have as many claims with guys like you as we do with the other 80% of the industry. Make sense?
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And your perspective is obviously, like, you have such a bigger view into the world that we work, so that's actually interesting to hear more about, from your side.
Well, it's worse than that from a mathematical standpoint. When you look at your $7,400 quote versus our $2,400 quote, the reason you have to pay $7,400 with those insurance companies is because they rate you the same as the guys that don't use warranties. So you're paying a higher premium for all the guys that are getting all the claims because you're in the same group. So this is my thing. I've been screaming this for a while. Inspection insurance should be based on not how many years you have in business, not how many round logos you have, not how many InterNACHI courses you've taken, on video. It should be based on what you actually deliver as a client experience, things that actually reduce liability. And if you have our, you even have our structural coverage. If you have a structural coverage that covers the things that cost thousands of dollars after people move in, you're not going to have liability. You're not going to have somebody screaming at you. So
yeah, and I would argue too, or not argue, I would add to that the the wrap and kind of your integration with NACHI and the Buy Your House Back, and how that's all kind of co-facilitated. I think those things are all play into it.
This is exactly a conversation I had with Nick Gromyko yesterday. He's on the phone with me and an insurance company because we're making it open. They can be our agents too. We're not trying to take them out of the business, but for clients like you that have been overpaying on your E&O for years, subsidizing the businesses of those that don't deliver for their clients like you do, that ends now. So yeah, your real cost is $2,400. Hopefully we continue to be able to stay at that rate. But if I don't see it going up a lot.
Cool. I think that sounds great. If you want to formalize that and get me something in email, we can move that peanut up the hill.
Well, that was the other thing I was going to tell you. Sarah is making her way through a lot of applications right now. So we're going to get that all back to you and you written and very, very soon. So it won't be but a few days.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Greg. We'll see you.
Thanks. Cheers.